optimistic drip Natoshi hey production monhwe your screens no emma ye na yenko yenim intino senior amabojuma technical team na bojuma Natoshi optimistic drip will stimulate growth and you know compare the Ghanaian publisher ube hunu nia ewe mu kama na we hunu nia ekọ ene nia eba oba ne down so akojo upon Nkrumah unveils ambitious plan to address Ghana's housing deficit and you know compare the Ghanaian publisher eto a ube hunu nia ekọ ene nia eba because the next paper na yenko the informer eba man you see Mahama reports Akufo-Addo to chiefs over handing over remarks and you know former president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama reported His Excellency Otia Kunyaiso na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo and ama chief say handing over no ayayasem handing over issues na ayayasem you know I think so the informer man you know kona kope bi na to say minister wants MMDC since kona kope bi na to na hununya the real story no eka the Daily Dispatch or see there is no misconduct in the $34.9 million ambulance contract. Easy to receive nominations for president and parliamentary elections between 9th to 13th of September. And it's you know easy so manie and it's you know wow person who the president be now file obi be our document or person when parliamentary candidates be also no now file document be kama now they are kwakwa that easy na ebre so a so ya to so aba na aye kama the Daily Dispatch na ebo ehun amane no ambulance case so no el nenemu but the next paper na yenko the Daily Satellite as Jinapo Ablakwa clash on lands commission data you know honorable Jinapo and Ablakwa akwa clash ewo lands commission data honorable and it's the Daily Satellite ebo amane e ama Ghana 14 pacho kona copy the Daily Satellite na to na unu ne ekọ ene ne eba me pacho the next paper the Chronicles so e ama tuja or say construction equipment won't end at Galamsey site na toshi ado era eka ehun asem no until kona copy the Chronicles the bokat and nato na hunu the real story na toshi epesa on chere e ho no mo e pacho the next paper no na yenko the custodian so about money you see government to start district housing project soon. Communication minister upon Nkrumah koju upon Nkrumah and ede to one mono or say government to start district housing project soon. Into the custodian ebo one money to kona corporate the custodian the worker tani binato na hunu nya egwo mu pa. But the next paper no Republic Press Akufo-Addo rejects Ejapade. Tena just say Ejapade book tinti amodi abani we no Akufo-Addo reject say nyamoka wo mu dia no tino entro na nye meeting patrol da kona kope bi na to na kinka the real story about this. Akufo-Addo rejects Ejapade. Republic Press and I ebo ho amade no but the next paper na yenko yenim Metro Lens so ebo amaniam say award be akoso Dr. Nick Danson AJ swaps Ghana CEO Awards of the Year. Umekai Dr. Wena omami we all the gold caskets. All the gold caskets is see omami you know Metro Lens ebo amania year we no CEO best CEO and I say CEO award no on offer here Dr. Nick Danson AJ tino koto Metro Lens na hunu nia ewom the Metro Lens but the next paper no na yenko yenim Daily Guide so ebo amanie ambulance dealers rubbish Ablakwa claims it say ambulance dealers no rubbish Ablakwa nensem ya okika ikadia and me pacho kona copy Daily Guide nato Na emboy to share to the so I say election 2024 EC opens nomination 9th September. Medikai about mani dada. And it's in the corner copy the daily guide nacho. And until me pacho when it demwa no corner copy be nato the Republic Press. The Republic Press. I say Akufo-Addo reject. Okay. Production essence the Metro Lens, Dr. Nick Danson, J. Swaps Ghana CEO Awards. It will burn it down. I say Ghana Links Executive Shine at National Governance and Business Leadership Award. Oban it down. I say page 3. I say say Honorable Alan Kojo Tramatin and I can say I will be tough on corruption to save Ghana. The butterfly movement, movement for change. You're down on. I am a candidate. Honorable Alan Kojo Tramatin and I say I will be tough on corruption to save Ghana. And for corruption, it is all over every place. It is all over. Say if Honorable Alan Kojo Tramatin ever say obe fight corruption and pay me call baby na maso 88 and send bimu baby mo bia me call you we na the back ni be send body say okwa asori ana utia tight on na me who say na me be e free ba then say corruption no e come bia the patrol Honorable Alan Kojo Tramatin eba man so ba obe fighting corruption e patrol mo fighting my yo obi biara obenya akonyanja fight because corruption dey ya ye nibi no high pa enti no enti ICTV senior ye ya betena se a ye sumo sumpa no kira wadwentwu medie so no ye ne Honorable Alan Kojo Tramatin akwakodi nkomo and nkomo di bi odidi ye no ene ni vision ni so ade hunu a owo ma oman Ghana. In fact wakanya ma bebre ma ba yen konkotie ye ba me bobo so e dia ma but to join action live YouTube ICTV GH now we do messages no about making kind e the amount me ba to ye konkotie emra
national and
talking about the pillars, the reasons why the movement came into being. There was this question also of manifestos. You know, we have political parties that come out with manifestos. In the long run, if you audit these manifestos, it's just a catalog of promises without having any detail about how the promises will be carried out. So, having come out of a major party, established this movement, I made a commitment that I would go beyond a manifesto and develop a plan. Because a plan provides a sense of direction about how you will deliver your promises.
And it's more detailed than manifestos?
Completely different, you know. So you're talking about policy prescriptions that will allow promises to be manifested. But if you look at a typical manifesto, it's all promises. I will stabilize the city. How that will be done, it is only when he comes into power. But it doesn't work that way.
I will cancel.
So if you say, I will bring free education, how that will be done, you don't talk about it. You know. But I think that Ghanaians must now start realizing that it is not the sound bites. It's not the sound bites. It's not the promises. It's not the one-liners, you know, that matter. Select people to lead the nation based on the substance of what they are saying they will do. And also check their record.
Yeah.
Apart from looking at the substance of what they are saying, do they have a record that justifies the fact that they can deliver that? So basically, we are going beyond manifestos to a plan. So that's why this is a great transformational plan. Then there's this issue of also constitutional reforms. This has been on the drawing board for so many years. You can't have a constitution that was brought into being in 1992, and we are in 2024, and the kind of amendments that have been done don't go to the substance of the issues at heart. So we have outlined we have outlined a number of constitutional reform proposals, which we believe the movement would fight for. And if by the grace of God they elect me as president, I would ensure that these reforms come into being, because we have a long process in the past that had gone on without any results. And last but not the least, the movement also is inspired by the need for behavioral and attitudinal and mindset change in Ghana. Ebenezer.
That's what I love about this thing.
Yes, you see, because the fact is that if we want a strong, resilient economy, and we fight for that, and we do not change our mentality and our attitude and our mindset, so we will create and then destroy.
It's like having a terrible maintenance culture.
Yes, we'll create and then destroy with a kind of mentality that
I see the secondary sports stadium. What's the name of the secondary sports?
Esipon.
Esipon. The
Not
state
only
in which
Esipon.
it is.
Look at the whole airport. I mean, look, so many things that are in decay. And even look at our attitude towards environment. There's no discipline in this country. There's no respect for rule of law. There's no love for being a Ghanaian. There's no sense of pride, you know. But how can you build a nation without a positive attitude or mindset? You have an arrangement to meet at 10 o'clock, and the person shows up 12 o'clock.
I'll give you a reason.
And he comes, and he's laughing. So my friend says, and he's laughing too. You know, as if it doesn't matter.
Yes.
And he comes and he's laughing. And he's laughing too.
That's a tall order, low.
You know, so all these things are part of the reasons why the movement of change has come. And that's what we are fighting for.
Good. So now let's look at the great transformational plan itself. 3 words, great.
Nkomodie a on one top journalist edi nkomo me pacho tie mie pa ono so nani suade hu na opeso mfam bo oman Ghana ana wakọ akote no me pacho say plan is different from manifestos. Honorable Alan Kojocho Martin na ikano plan is different from what manifestos. And I think say ni o kano because manifesto ni de obebegina obekeka obebegina a platform no so campaign platforms obekeka meyese but plan ni wa obetumi dey execute here. I think say enwieye ana to say manifesto is promises say na media ka no ayebose manifesto no hunu say ayebose nko a ohun say manifesto ayebose nko na nipa impanyifo no begina so a mo hihye ba ono no de in some how can say Ghanaians should not just follow the sound bite and just promises no mo keka no anya nkofo nsam mo keka no nia obetumi enya good plan for the nation aye ono obetumi ayama Ghana anything no person Ghana for ento aba emfama no muti other parties no omo candidates no wotiti omo to see Honorable Alan Kojocho Martin so say newspaper back na make say I will make sure I fight corruption and no dia meni adwepa because corruption is everywhere. Also can say attitude towards environment. We are not having positive. It will make sure say your attitude towards the environment. To say, okay, last time I cast a circle. Circle. One more over snazzy one more. Ball and Kuagu one more. Quabrani, Koyefiano, the big goo. On Munim say, a honomo. And you can't afford quite a foul. I won't walk so a foul. So, what are these people going to say about the country Ghana? Yendi Yewuni. Abani say Juma, and Mra Yadiamaye. And now, Honorable Alan Kojo Chamate Kano. Kaima was saying this for your Jumano, and none of the idea. Young Gia, a bit Makas Yanko, the positive that we need to think, the positive direction that the Ghanaian needs to always be thinking about. And I know Yaki. Come on. It was said on to about the manner. These are some of the things about Buama Ghana. About calling him, and your manifesto, but our planner, Obituama Ghana, I call him. Me patrol another video, we saw why you go. No, yeah, or yeah, example. At the fact China form in the 80s, China by China and there, they are second world powerful country. Control they started from somewhere 30 years ago, or 40 years ago. They started from somewhere. The pattern you can see the next video, no?
The great transformational plan itself. 3 words: great, transformational, and plan. How deliberate was this name?
So you've entered into my psyche now.
Wow.
Because these words were chosen very carefully. They are all pregnant with meaning, ready to be delivered if Alan becomes president. Great because unless the transformation or change that you are looking for is significant, then it is not sustainable. So
the great transformational plan itself. 3 words: great, transformational, and plan. How deliberate was this name?
So you've entered into my psyche now.
Wow.
Because these words were chosen very carefully. They are all pregnant with meaning, ready to be delivered if Alan becomes president. Great because unless the transformation or change that you are looking for is significant, then it is not sustainable. So for any change process to be sustained, it has to be great. It has to be significant. So that's where the great comes.
Good.
And transformation also reflects a complete change in the components and nature of what you're doing. So for example, our symbol as a movement is the butterfly. And there cannot be a better reflection of what transformation is than to trace where a butterfly starts from and then later on turns into that flying thing. So
that's total transformation.
Those total transformation.
Means that it is transformation that you will not recognize its beginnings.
You said that's exactly what it is. That you transform to some extent, that it takes on a new form, on a new state that has no recognition to where it started from. And so we're looking at the Ghana, and you made a very interesting comment in your opening remarks, that you are trying to build a country that will have no resemblance in the next 3, 4, 5 years with where we are today. And that is the promise of the great transformational plan. That is the promise of the movement. That is what Alan is seeking to get Ghanaians to appreciate and buy into. Because if it took less than 30 years for China, with a population of 1.2 billion, to transform itself from one of the poorest countries to the second most powerful economy. This is as late as the late 80s. All this big talk about China. China turned around in 1980 now because of a great transformational leader, Deng Xiaoping. Because China is an old civilization.
Yes.
Mao Zedong, all those who came after him. But China was still poor. It took a transformational leader with a great transformational plan in 1989 to turn, and this 1989, just 1989, to turn China into the second most power. So the inspiration that I want Ghanaians to have is that it can be done, but you need a transformational leader, and you need a transformational plan. Otherwise, as the Americans would say, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It doesn't happen by chance.
That's right.
You know, it didn't happen, and it's never happened by chance.
Okay, Ghana for you could try Yahu, I could see a Honorable Alan Kojo Chamantin, Nekasa, or the Atuja, paper chop. I see great transformation plan. Transformation needs what complete change. Say na midi kan air cano. Or also because say Ghanaians need a great transformation leader and a great transformation plan. Many again. Because senior or mining direction air cano. We need a great transformation leader. And a great what? Leader which means a great mind. Ababes Sangana. Maybe a year cano. Ghanaians need a great transformational leader and a great transformational plan. Plan a bit to make Ghana adhere to the right direction. To say that we are not kind of 80s are China for no almost the poorest country, but it took one person on so I transformation about China. I'm in there. Obia so me kofadi or China, me call China. A bit of bang a bit of Ghana. I'm a Ghana. Go for Becassa, you may back Ghana. Come on. I was saying, you're a great transformational leader. I'll bet you really Ghana. I'll bet you my constitution, I yet you and Rabba Yetuma, corruption, a bit high. And it's when the movement for change, Honorable Alan Kojo Martin, the Numusem, Namanani Akipa. Makacha said, "You made the air to what you made. We are the pride, you are the cat. We are Nyanya, you are the Bowichi. And be ready for critics and be ready for advice. So, never wow. Also, a make one way so say, I was saying, no, Bia. I am a divine and spiritual leader, and a divinity and spirituality of leadership. I don't know. You ever caught me war? One researcher, renowned researcher, our Ghana animal, mystical scientist, researcher, and to be a me coach on the bar, many about you made in the suna, many did and come up. Mystical scientist happens to Logos Yawen Kroma. Me try me bar. Mimi interest passes so I want the divinity and what? Spirituality of leadership. I was saying Yanipa. I was saying who's a panipa kono. I have friend is somebody or minus one. The spiritual level, that is saying, come on. Or mine will be a kono. We need a transformational leader. Senior Honorable Alan Kojo Martin Ekano. Leader or whatever. Transformational plans. I know you have a manifesto. I only plan, yeah. You go try your one. I am bra. Now me invite me guest, no, and brush on so. Yasanso ababiom enti no honorable Alan Kojo Chomachara keka nsem bebre adia magana for the niswade hu na opesa on fam Ghana enkono the direction I say be dia opesa on fam Ghana enkono I think say mama na kwanya obetumi aboa mo pa anya say mo obeboa ye nia pa Mr. Cameraman Alan ba so obeboa pa good and then me wo mystical scientist be e wo hanom say me no ebedi enkomo medical bond needed about my calling chain. Eja, me wa kwa ba.
Enia.
Ano pe bibia boko de e.
Onyankopon do bibia.
Ebusuafo no bia ho ye.
Bibia ho ye.
Good.
Adomiti.
Ya danyame ase. Ya danyame ase ya tun safro so oba ye na onimde onyankopon e dia ma wono. Oba be esum Ghanafo na Ghanafo so enya so emfa so. Never turn out din no.
Within the Logos yaw nkroma.
Logos yaw nkroma ye wana. Logos yaw nkroma ye wana.
Logos yaw nkroma ye mystical scientist na ye ka mystical scientist a ye kire obi a osua honhom ade.
Okay.
Enya nimde honhom nsem.
Okay.
Na otimi kire ema nipa de honhom a woni mu no.
Okay.
A onyankopon de man no. Eye adwuma boa na nkasa na brabo.
Okay.
Na otimi de boa dom so se bia ne man anase wiase nyina. Enti Logos yaw nkroma.
Okay. Adwuma no. And then nanje wo bayi. No se na utie honorable Alan Kojo Tremantin oyi no free the ruling party mo and so on to the movement for change party butterfly avanto party otina na okika no and I'm interest back where hanum say I was say yentumi nya divinity and spirituality of leadership and no be kire mu say e dia mayen and e ba leadership kra na obi na wo say onye leader na
Midasi, nani me Friday ni de, mama nchia ahwefo a mo hwe ICTV.
Aye kire wadwunju medie.
Hwe kire wadwunju good. Na meaning say my coming here will be a blessing to everybody.
Okay.
I am at the past maybe share sa program.
Okay.
He say in most cases we are na ye share intellectual levels only. Say onipa ko school or we university okuta doctorate degree and okuta masters nti mama ko stand as a politician je no sa na yehwe nanso Dr. Alan Somatic can be honorable Alan oka say be my manager pa o say manifesto oka manifesto one say oka say plan goes beyond manifesto see manifesto and the promises keke yeah when you plan something it gives you a direction. Say the kind of. And as I said, you a planner. Nipa a obabe leader no. Or the baye juma. The whole nation in him say, this is the plan we are going to follow.
Okay.
I must a deviation bar. Me who say nipa no the kind and you know any. Or the juma. But the system is like that. Say Obima promises be through the manifesto. Now or deviating from the manifesto cry. I quite say encourage. And you wait to the manifesto number that the very sweet words. They say, oh, and someone can they try to make but about the field of play, I say, or manifests up in some of manifesto or exhibiting exactly until you find your and see, and can I say, it's about transfer the time so no okay, but here, or Casano or my reference to China. Days back, now Omuni baby and baby Omedru. It took somebody, one person, and a man by a day, a master initiative never. So also Ghana, for example, you better know beer. Why you're so vibrant? Oh, Nakuma, that you make us a Yanko. I'm on a direction. Share and become for no mobile yes, and you're ancient Egypt there. Before so be a leader, like a president in our day, you must be a spiritual leader and sana. Oh yes, ancient in the ancient days, ancient Egypt. When you're a spiritual leader, you can be a leader of the people. And so leader. And one more breast, we had priest kings. We are handful, and we are suffer. You see, in those days, not any presidents there, but no more kings. And a buyer bedu Okabai Israel for time. Moses winning and son of leaders. They had to go through the plans of God. Opening your coupon will be now and year. Yeah, they say seeing is what believing. They say you use spiritual side now to change. Just say you have to agree. Once or can be say divinity and what spirituality of leadership. One cause of personality and you must be spiritual. As I was told once to say, when you're physical, blood, bones and blood, or that be flesh and blood. There is something controlling this physical body. I am more really pay. I was saying, one of your friends a leader. Until you are called or one hour don't pay. And okay. Say a new vision, say obey leader. Now, for so obey leader now. Okay. You can't fulfill the promise described it with the other. Your qualities are a leader should what exhibit. Qualities are as a leader. Now, and no, a market. Okay. A lot of things go in there. Nemo be brave. Obi okra bi ni date e de wo no kra no. Enti man nye leader. Date e de wo no kra no. Date of birth as okay. Yes. Okay. How much more? Oh, okay. Logos ya nkruma. Any dino. Mystical scientist. Yes. I know dino. Yes. So what can say date of birth? A crap on who date I do wo kwa bituma. I disqualify will be leader. Oh yes. Oh, sir, I don't know. Sounds so now. A date of birth to crab it. So I'm will be on say yes, any power, no matter what. I shall show you leader. Okay, now they born way. Sounds so now. A day born, and also say, what's any power? Yet there's a show of Sacra, yeah, they'll be to my own media. Oh, can't only be between a more. I will never be a fun way so. Now, Sabi, appearance is deceptive. Who will put any money just over your. Yeah, the necessary make the certificates. Oh, a certificate of the number high levels. Now, so a bad exhibition power on me because every press certificate come fast when you're papa. No, say, you can't only way. You want to say, and then you want to put in a crown influence only. And then our logos, Nanaya, and Krumake, and I just say. All the presidential candidates in India will say, honestly, honestly, look, mystical scientists, when you become a president, you can't become a president for your family. What I say, president, not even for your country, but for the world at large. Because Nipo be brave or women more what you can more influence elsewhere. And maybe also relate to you. I won't mind away president also. No more bra. It is all bad president so fairly. Emma Nipa will show and no more rely on you. Just why had Nipa be brave? It is maybe no. That is to see Ghana for now. To say a quack about was saying to me, just say, I want a quarter about my young church on date of birth. No, say, just away on your leadership. We are not. Honestly, you see, sometimes you make joke of certain things, sir, and now grow you. You see, there was spiritual influences. Only Biara will come you see, literally. I'm saying, you can be said, okay, and they will be used to say, Crabia, okay. These two things, no, a leader be on society, no, you are more said by a leader. You find a way, force your way out. This time, say the man for you. Sikenti, about to Sika Gumusa, then the Paso Press Kamama Kotuamano. When he comes to make Westerns.
Wow.
Sika no de ma wasen no onye mpo no otinya nya bia sha anan no de akwa oman no enti esese hu se send pay or qualify spiritually say obey president ana but
say be osoro kwa na friend na
you see ya baka say osoro afro ansa na osoro be for nature say you came with your destiny look me let me answer obi nsem a presidential leader or parliamentary candidate nsem et me disqualify no so really yes on we need to say only leader so obekwa say dipa bre ana dipa sika ana dipa nkwa ene nema be
it logos nkruma mystical scientists it is like o person like this here no Ghana for ni penyifo mo hwe na ka ba na say bia ye parliament mu a ana ye ba be presidential win mu a e wo say ye nya obi a obetuma hwe sanya ma we nya hu say o we o ye leader ana onye leader say be ato aba ma no won
on say me kasa me say ancient days in ancient Egypt obi a president or a spiritual consultant okay the spirituality obi na chi kasa ma no eno ne de aba be du na ya on say na okoya hemfo na omo so wo traditional omo wa konfo what I say omo ena hwema won uko Bible mu before say on hit say David obetu na mo bia they consult higher what prophets na and then I was say our prophets of the day no omo akọ any politics atare na hye wo it's about you no kwara omo ka wo na mo man ka say yenya a true spiritualist ema oman biara no detect the future of the nation I was say yeni ni sa it's no say even sometimes no oman bi timi ato aba
okay
abato ya at the end of the day no na akwese ntokwasem e dey na omuto aba no ka betima cause confusion about day na yeto aba no ka betima because the day has influence in any event, any situation, and any human's life, including when for example say here and Friday say and Friday now you find say obi ba be dia kuya the shiny date of birth and then the day of birth a Friday na ka you find to ni ensha dey say nipa no e fata so obi akuya na honestly sounds na and I don't know say every man kwan I can listen you back on am ni fan to ho
o de ende wo me pese won ka e Friday na me adma Monday ye beto aso
okay
my Friday say obi ya fro bi as leader no ye Friday then ni characters obi o say yen was ani pa kunimu because I do nyame pa because e kama yes because of that adi we ntino wo won say ye de obi akwa ye parliamentary candidates ana or ye MP
any say baby here leadership biara say ya sorry mu say ya adwuma mu say ya society biara mu no we should look at even the day of birth and as a day of birth
okay
there you no any day need to be
to be say eba say sana amanfo a wo mo omo sum wo mo no omo kasa tie omo kra na omo ntie because omo nye leaders ntie na omo ntie na na
obeti
ba onye
na the vision no kwa any say on kon leader our inborn vision bi on kasa de be na predetermined vision.
Okay. Okay. Mystical scientists, logos, yaw nkroma and I ka so betumi afre na wa kira wadwen nia mystical scientists can edify leadership and we say was say yam for be any leader I was say hu the date of birth ni sanyamanya spiritual nia Alan Kojo Tremantin akania no ni Alan Kojo Tremantin aka say I was saying divinity and what spirituality of leadership no ono so I can only no eye aduana 0599222608 abra ye twa wo call no 0599222608 abra ye twa wo call no say call no nya pa so a obekoso a ene ye edi enkomo na ye sua ade papa because we chira wadwen dwumedi on ICTV a political show ye wa about office 7 December ye kwakoto aba empo obe release secret obeyi intaseme de ehunu se ebi po 7 December na yeto aba no po no eya na ase enye because what say okeke kenya me bi mu e wan say usu betumi afrɛ ne ɔka no woni no eya adwe ana se woni no enye adwe 0599222608 0599222608 ahimfa ana wo hwɛ ye frɛ wo frɛ a na wo lowa wo TV set no na ye di nkomo kama nti no mystical scientists na ya logos but ye tie o
nipa bia no ho you physical flesh and blood
okay
but anoye say you can nipa be say 100% physical body no who say it here no make me say it's just 1% of my being
okay
nipa ne physical body no but you what the spiritual nature you see you from kakra onipa wo monami ayewi
okay
o wa agin na agin no won tie kasa me say nipa wo man kasa nipa ye honam mesi nipa wo na owo adwen owo honam na mom oye ade foforo one eye be kan say oye okra and o sense ye honhom. Man has the body, has the mind, but he's a soul and a spirit.
Okay.
Wow, someone is spiritual knowledge. Now when this animal win there, who the physical mind, intellectual knowledge that we know school work and how they go but nipanso, no when they they don't watch it say Bible. Okay, Genesis 1:26. Also nipa nyine, onyankopon nyine nipa, or they don't tear. Na nipa enye nipa nwe yo.
Okay.
And no home Genesis 2:7. A home enkwa home 2:27. Ego ni mu. Na home enkwa home gu ni mu no. Onipa beye okra for a living being, which means you can't be a human being with your physical body and your mind. Just when you're a higher vibration in your spirit, no. I won't we hear tomorrow. It is all your nippers over opera. Am I see pa? As I said, one, you must go beyond your ordinary intelligence.
Okay.
I hear common in the schools.
Okay.
But I also say, Tremi school, I want spiritual science, mystical science. Yeah, it's fun over here. It's an important pass over here. Look, let's go to our doctors.
Okay. No, wait. Nanayao, Nkrumah, Logos, make a talk to me about ye beautiful lines, no. But the person on Friday and then Friday, no. The person related to Friday boss, so we be leader. The person related to Naye Wu how I call. Now, I force so into me French or my 0599222608. Send ya a mystical scientist, I can once me. Logos Nanaya and Kuma Ekawes, only the Yajan as only the Yadre. I was say, Nia, Obedia, so on my pin, and as a MP and as a leader piano, and in any aspect of any area, you won't be so a leader, was see who Sanyama when you're owning Moana. Also, which my friends is here and I watch 0599222608. Only the Yadre, and as a one no and Yadre. Honorable Alan Kojo Martin, and I can sound some way, and I hear what one, and my friend mystical scientists say on the church and Adri and found and the Friday boy is to swap by characteristics by and I walk characters and behaviors by and I walk Friday bomb na yanko corner bania for corner basuswa they are sorry so now me are my Monday at was
sir you will be Friday here and I can Friday born that I on Friday no honestly say you are an apart area any difference won't go abrabo. Okay, anopa yanko anopa. Say your details anopa we any no different so ma say ye member general knowledge of it na training ya shada papa. Okay. Friday no a day of love. Tie ni na nipa ante love ase. Ye dey kan love I say oba me be ma dabi. Love is the bond. Yes say a cementer. It means cementing nipa. What is a nipa bomb? It the ruling planet, and I say spiritual vibration, ruling Friday, no, a friend of Venus. Okay, Venus. Yeah, no matter that for say the power of God. Venus, no. Venus stands for the power of God. Yes, the principle of love. Okay. It is a will be a feeder. In most cases, only spiritual principles also the year Juma. Obey you be a pretty person. Odonipa. Now for Mountain you. Yes, Friday born the nipa Omudonipa. Okay. Now, almost supine be and Yakupon de Mawon. Sir, Omu no way Jumana so what you may be a moa. Or making sure, sir, or yet Jumana Mawa, Quando Jumana oil. Omu supine be Omu the children, Omu they are magnetic. Who yet the other will be a Friday assam because of Omu Subainity. Because obey and me just some the crowd. Around, they pull crowd around them. That is one thing. Now, I never say so. Almost said the court fancy our real But the what the Nakuma in our show me. I feel almost to me to the for my blind. Don't get you down. It's in any. Here, Obi ethnic statement. They say, if you are me position, say, I didn't win a mayor. Now say, my pretense, a bomb cry. Anka enye den ene me yem na bomi obi aba homa no so yen kona yen kon fa. Hello, good morning. Morning. Beba cho udin me bia wo kasa free.
Morning.
Beba cho udin me bia wo kasa free.
Kasa free aya
wasu mpa cho yetie o. Beba cho yetie o. Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Me ba so ye tie o. Lower TV set na ye ndin komo wa mpa chopa. Okay. Eja pa choto aso. I'm so what you mean so.
One who said they are blind by love. She said, Kenya president on Friday. And I said, the true spiritual qualities of Friday, you know. Say all things being equal. They say, well, never been why it me indicated a count where man
date of birth now.
and then even the palm scripts and then someone since I know.
I just out to read the palm.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And then someone since I probably might have said, no, you are born on Friday, but near one somebody just said, you can't be a good leader. Seriously. It's a powerful penny pass and think I win a leader. Born on Friday. I'll bet me a chip on. Well, a man who, but you could be anybody, very good.
Okay. Tina, what kind of pass them? No.
Now, Mom, I never can say, Sir, or some sir. They said the party, some and I did more. Nanka or no, a party, eh? Now, on two, Nasa, one Kyere party in the and especially the one turn the party pen, and we're free the party we're coming for, or that time or forever. They are very jealous because of the love or one in another mouth. It's in your opinion or expect to say. Open your open to the praises. Let's say the near just doing a papa. It is a yes, animals that went to me. I'm on the ocean or town forever. So be two friends and the answer. It's all put it back in their marriage lifestyle. Friday born and probably so your power Bema or the Nakuma money, you are not the crew as any crew and dinner or disappointing. And there, a characteristic said they get what we call broken hearts.
Okay.
Oh, so Otto, or Pawasam. It is the way of President Kawayamano. So why, yes, I'm an I cannot appoint them. It is will be a leader. Nasa, or Payas maybe, am I? Nasa, well, I be no more here, and I'm on my to me, and and you're worse. Or you're worse because, or better me, I Eskimo evil things against the people. I don't know, because I feel
okay.
So they make out here say because I said ordinary couple in Amamu. It's the me in Ano, my day, and so many, and a munch and go there.
Okay.
Or no one can say, I don't want what kind of person. Or between be it your who means say, oh,
okay, it's Friday bombs are
very, very jealous. Yes, they are group and love.
Okay,
but they are very jealous.
Now can be said, and a panel say, you need pana and a pana is so a woman. You wouldn't pay you as so.
Say you want a pa.
Friday,
especially at Machi.
Okay.
Bear 7 pounds at Machi 3 o'clock ebano. Before 9 o'clock. Say what's that, Brenna? Who bring the 4 characters of Friday morning?
It's a Cofinia Piasam and a king.
Cofinia Piasam and a king. Okay. Now, maybe an assassin will also make us other factors. Oh, good. Me and Bosumia, Elway, and also I assassin the moon, I assassin. But I don't know any case to say anything. It's the baby about who be honest, Bosumino, a pike, said in another case, Bosumina pike upon the two casino. Our influence, our baby. Also, it is all come for no Prempa. Sabosumina pike, says, waves in Ayakasepa. Okay. And the Bosumina friend, I bounce away saying Kitua. And which is a son and then Nipanko and a body and Yakopo. What influence for us? Okay. It's Obiwo Friday born, that's Yauna. But my interest, especially said they can aim more on leadership. Well, that's said the economy. Okay. And just say, who say, Nipani Kofidia. Yes, I say, you want to buy the same watch it. Now, Yan Casaya, or many for you. One of my Nanity, or Najuma day, or you. Also, so what woman to my own. And the best within them obeying in amount. Okay. And also, Coffee for a Friday born, only be here. Almost said, I'm obviously Mr. Coffee for open by and okay. One who said they poor people. Almost treat them everyone. And yes, simply so open the person, honestly. Man, tell you coffee on. Oh, open the person. It's almost treat them more. Now, Sabi, I said, you're human and human beings of the panel. Okay. Aha, it's another because it's part of their characteristics. Okay. Now, the answer say, what's me chili pardon? Emma, who don't want, no, why you almost social day. I'm a woman. That's one to me, and then almost some more there. And then I see what you want. I said, what that now? A honor, the minute, honorable and kind of manifesto, and then he said, may your way, to me, I don't need anything about the do it. Meanwhile, when you are exhibiting the manifesto there, and they know where you were from, and Bassa, the very people who know who don't know, a woman can say, a time. I'm very serious.
Very serious.
Very, very serious.
Wow.
Me pacho bebre Friday born. Omu ye krofobia omu.
Nah, yeah.
Omu timi sika pa.
Okay.
Oh, omu say adwuma pa omu ni adwuma ye. Omu pe bibia omu ye easily they have any mechanization bi omu timi fa so nya sika pa ni omu ye sese ya. Sa omu tuba tie. Na omu problem kakra. Omu problem is say yeah, omu pe all around them. Somehow selfish. What I say? Omu ye krofobia say be omu pe me nko ame de. Enti ono ne de say bo a won kan abo an ho nyina no. In most cases no say kwa extremes a enya ono ne enya wo a wo ba ne nche ne interest. Na ne ono mo be den ebenya free wo ho.
Okay.
Eno na also say enti obo say de wo ba bo no more than say ono mo manka wo ba nanka ono be bo no. It won't so be a coffee and a Friday born as a leader. All these characters is a bit better than who you are in a problem. We need president to be there, they won't idea, but no clearly a second. It so be a Friday born. That's how person obey leader Mawa. And so says Sasuban is not it. It's a crime ban, I mean, never first one. Every year, correct. Coffee for very good. Said the mechanic in terms of leadership. Now, I never could say, would you attest to you the opposite side? You will be Uncle Sabiano, and we are then you may obey some good qualities. Now, so that be because of what I put you. I best see the kind. Me, my example, once you have an eclipse.
Eclipse, yeah.
Sir, and we are no, and in Sanka, and we are 12 o'clock, and we are born. Now, afraid we have a cat and villainy, not a sumaba.
Sure.
So, will be Friday. Necessarily this year, the Sumari, and the other who got control. And to be another phobia cocosi, and to once was like papa way, you will figure it is super said obey that you know. Ubenya Western.
Wow.
Now about sounds like dangerous.
Wow. Logos Nanayao and Kroma and Wotino and kind of mystical scientists. After 4 any other 4, me pacho way at on ICTV Mondays and Fridays 10 a.m. Yeah, the new segment crab about country media no it do sabre we are Frobino bin Frobi. You bet you with destiny, who so color. You bet you never be able to find one casa bravo, with leadership skills, be BBR found how I'll be Jessica, and one casa will sim or be reduced pound, which my friend. Or say, or Bois Ghana for an intina. Yet in Jumidi, so I bet political show, so I bet a bit my boy. It's no linking. I am near Honorable Alan Kojojo Mantin Akano. I think, say, and then on Friday born, watch it, them Monday, 10 a.m. if I told. Jibre na hweye ba na enye fija gokra eja yenso so kwa na do number atujo bi nyawa aha bia wo pese onu ndi komo e bia ahoma no atutom ye ntino but opese onu ndi komo na wo mboa na wo number ko betumi da tuja na mi atma Monday ye wa hanamo
me da say Kofi Friday born no enye ni nyina ni na am say emre aman kwan
ye emre no kwa so
ya be say da be ko ni nyina mu a kire ne ma omu betima ni omu nya nyina oba o bari mo no because omu ekofo bia omu ye de me so omu na kese omu ni say omu say omu ade won fe
okay
omu ade won fe omu ni brad ye nti no omu ye na kese nti all the time they have high visions and very good. Nti omo ekire ni aka na ye de one why.
Nti no ejamba to fa for number no tuja na obi person on frɛ wa na ono udi common personally.
Logos ya on kroma o person from na me di nkomo a fa wa bra bo ne ma bia nkoyie na o person kyerɛw na ohu ne ebe ya obetime de honhom nyankopɔn ma wo na bɔ wo bra na asi yi ama na wo so akɔ ni mo abo ni padon a me number eye 0552 88 1398 0552 88 1398 0552 88 1398 say obi pe say oba nkyerɛkyerɛ asɔre menkyerɛ asɔre nso a me wo
on from number no okay
ebe ma no
direction good
me ye nkyerɛkyerɛ ankasa tete nipa ɛma honhom nyankopɔn de ama
okay
yɛsayare akɛseɛ obi abɔdam obi suban bɔne bi na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔgya bia no sɛ bɛtumi abɔ
okay get that say
honhom problem
get that say
ɔmfrɛ number no
mystical scientists and our ten kano logos nanaya nkoma nyame adoma Monday 10 o'clock a.m. ya de jumidi no ebebem aye kyerɛwadwe political show on ICTV jumeko am so ya say am de jumidi ebrel aye Dr. Wafa Lukman, phone accessories be at a phone papa or trivia, but your Oko Circular, Memco Kojinaka, or no 6 and 9. But your Fakako die a year of a Lukman. Na Embo Papa, which me afraid of a Lukman. Our number way so, but your G number no, na only no MD como, na Emboa, but your which Mako 2, the doso popa so ewo, circle, ebony house on mo, but your person phone business mo, or the more guidelines in ya. Fred, but for Lukman, that was 0244 502173. 0244 502173. A dear Major, so I am Paul Freeman, the only free Freeman on airwaves. I said, I guess I come up production crew in here, Bosquez, Michael, Amarash, Yankopon, and Koswa, and Shaw, the Bibia, ever fine. More my margin, and before blowing and why we are coming after you people. Stay blessed. I will see you when you see us. Yeah.